We are live. Almost at the finale for season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're heading into episode 19, The Guru. And this episode is a doozy, if I remember correctly. I do remember bits and pieces, but not enough to have a whole congruent. Here's a play-by-play of the entirety of the episode, so I'm excited to see those pieces get filled in along with you guys as we're getting the culmination of this lovely Earth Kingdom arc. As last episode we figured out, Long Fang, still fully supported by the Dai Li in jail. Azula has infiltrated the capital. Zuko seems to have gone down the right path this time, and hopefully, finally, for the entirety of the rest of the season. And again, the whole gang is now starting to separate, as Aang is going to be looking for the Guru, Sokka's going to be looking for Dad, Toph got kidnapped by the two earth-bending instructors, well, the earth-bending instructor and the guy running the illegal wrestling ring, and then now we have to kind of figure out how she's going to get out of her metal cage as well. Things are crazy. I'm excited to see what's going on. Always consider subscribing if you want to be up to date on the latest stuff. And as always, the content will continue rolling every single other day as I still continue to look for a job so I can, continue to provide for myself and, my family, those I care about. All that good stuff. Thanks for all your guys' support. Hitting that like button. Without further ado, I'll shut up. Let's get to the action. Let's engage.
Actually, it smells delicious. I'd love a bowl, Uncle.
Now that your fever is gone, you seem different somehow.
What's going on with Zuko? He's being amicable and kind. Or are you just that desperately hungry? Because we've all been there where it's like foods that would initially revolt you, but because you've hit that level of hunger, now all options and all bets are off and you're willing to just make that tough decision.
You haven't seen your dad in over 2 years. You must be so excited.
I know I should be, but I just feel sick to my stomach.
Bro, nerves are a thing. I used to never have, presentation issues in school. But now all of a sudden I'm doing YouTube reactions in front of maybe 20 people. Maybe. Yep, give or take the view count. And this is far less nerve-wracking than standing up and doing a presentation. If you told me to record and stand up and edit, maybe then I'd be embarrassed. I get the whole jittery, shaky hand thing. It's really embarrassing.
Sokka.
Hi, Dad.
Two years. 2 long years. You finally get the culmination and figure out, hey, his dad, basically a war hero. But no one ever really discusses that when talking about, the greatest people in Avatar, because his role is, so brief. But he's been out there doing the actual fight for 2 long years. Everybody else, well, we just kind of showed up and just ran havoc. Everyone is still a hero, but I want to make sure he gets his flowers.
Kyoshi warriors are here to protect us. Aren't you excited? It's been a difficult week for me. My most trusted advisor, Long Fang, and his Dai Li agents tried to take control of Ba Sing Se from me.
Yeah, dude, remember my whole speech last episode about pets? Always trust their judgment about guests. If your pet doesn't like that guest, then there's definitely an issue with the guest. It's not your pet, it's the guest. Trust your animals. They know.
In exactly 2 months, the Army and Navy will invade the Fire Nation on the day of Black Sun.
Or we could send in Momo to do some damage.
You sometimes forget in the legendary actions that they've done and how capable they are as warriors. They are still kids, so these things will happen. I mean, shoot, if you play imagination on the board, eventually I'm going to probably do the same thing and start acting a kid, but I'm sure to everyone who's had thousands and thousands of their men die under their command and during the suffering of this 100-year-plus war, I don't think they're going to take this kindly.
You're Guru Patik, right? The person who attached the note to Appa's horn?
Indeed. I was a spiritual brother of your people and a personal friend of Monk Yatso.
Oh, wow. We're throwing around titles. I was besties with your mentor. And yet, in the base of my soul, I still have trust issues with Guru Patik. Even though he has shown supernatural powers beyond the mortal comprehension, because if you can just go boop on someone's forehead and you can figure out exactly where the destiny goes, yeah, tell me somebody else who can do that. I'll wait.
And the first step to gaining balance begins with this. Drink up.
Ugh! It tastes like onion and banana juice.
That's because it is. Yum, yum.
Onion and banana juice. I mean, you'd never cramp, but also your breath would be the most rancid thing I could possibly think of.
I'm quite certain you're mistaken.
Hey, can you two old ladies quit your bickering for a second? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, but make it quick.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, very sneaky, Tough. Nice try, but you can't trick me.
Let me out of here so I can kick both your butts.
Quit your banging. You might think you're the greatest earthbender in the world, but even you can't bend metal.
I love how they're trying to sneak diss her, but they're still basically saying, we don't trust the fact that we, the two of us, an earthbending master, allegedly, and a guy who ran an earthbending wrestling WWE ring, very capable, very skilled, could not take a blind girl in a fight. Just saying.
We have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity, girls.
May finally gets to wear makeup that's not totally depressing?
Ha ha.
Why are we taking shots at her makeup? Is she literally only a part of this group so people can make fun of her? Azula has shown that she bullies her just because she has a crush on her brother. And now Ty Lee is bullying her because her makeup is bland? I understand certain things will just be certain things and certain ways will just be certain ways, but like, if the only reason you're part of a friend group is to be the butt of every single joke, that's not your friend group. And I understand, I roast my homies all the time, and they roast me back all the time. But if you're the only one that's constantly getting it, maybe you should re-examine where you're at.
For 100 years, the Fire Nation has hammered away at Ba Sing Se from the outside. But now we're on the inside, and we can take it by ourselves.
Gosh, you're so confident. I really admire that about you.
From the inside, we're in perfect position to organize a coup and overthrow the Earth King. The key is the Dai Li.
Oh, goody. Our evil psychopath has put two and two together, like, instantly. Like, she literally just showed up and was like, yep, Dai Li, that's it. That's all I need. I can run this whole nation into the dirt just as soon as I get that. Because, yeah. General Hao probably has a brilliant plan, but it doesn't matter if he can't get the Earth King seal, because the Earth King is gone.
In order to master the Avatar state, you must open all the chakras. And tell me everything you know about chakras.
What are chakras?
Oh boy, that's not a good start. But also, still better than what I got, because if you're like, hey, what chakras do you have? Probably blocked. Probably caffeinated. Probably irritated. A little tired. You know, usual stuff. Oh, and it's St. Patrick's Day, so hence the Boondock Saint shirt. Just letting y'all know when I'm recording.
If nothing else were around, this creek would flow pure and clear. However, life is messy, and things tend to fall in the creek. And then what happens?
The creek can't flow?
Yes, but if we open the paths between the pools,
the energy flows.
In other words, we're going to have to take the emotionally repressed, mentally now stimulated Aang, who is into Katara in the love sense, and flush everything to unblock him and make him perfectly balanced. Yeah, good luck taking away a 12-year-old's favorite thing in the world. We'll see how that goes for you.
Opening the chakras is an intense experience, and once you begin this process, you cannot stop until all 7 are open. Are you ready?
Nope, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, and I'm just the one watching. Got the easy job. But again, the 7 chakras kind of sound like the 8 gates in Naruto. If you know, you know. Kind of like if the more gates you're able to physically and mentally open, the stronger you become. But also, if you open up the 8th gate, then you could potentially die. So it's like, yeah, opening up all of these gates within yourself, you can get more power, but there can be a cost in some universes. In this one, I don't know what that is yet.
It deals with survival and is blocked by fear. What are you most afraid of? Let your fears become clear to you.
That's a rational fear. A genocidal maniac who's a leader of an entire nation that is not only remove your people from existence, but has just tortured and pillaged the rest of the world. Yeah, that's rational.
This chakra deals with pleasure and is blocked by guilt. Now, look at all the guilt which burdens you so. What do you blame yourself for?
I like the optimism, dude, but that is also assuming I survive my big showdown in a couple of months and I still haven't even touched firebending in a natural sense. Because the last time I touched it, well, burned my girlfriend severely to the point that if she wasn't a innate water healer, she would have scars for hands, and her and Zuko could be matching.
I hurt all of those people.
Accept the reality that these things happened, but do not let them cloud and poison your energy. If you are to be a positive influence on the world, you need to forgive yourself.
So much easier said than done. Forgiving yourself, no matter what it is probably one of life's toughest challenges for many, many people. Asking a 12-year-old to do it when the fate of the world has been on his shoulders and he ran from it. Tough ask. Tough ask.
A foul smell forces people to abandon the ship. I call it the stinkin' sink.
Good one, Dad.
You're definitely your father's son.
Humor can be one of those genetic traits passed down. Sometimes it's a great thing. In this case, it's a great thing. We need more puns. Bring back the puns.
The rest of you men, prepare for battle.
What should I do, Dad?
Aren't you listening? I said the rest of you men get ready for battle.
Sokka just needed that little push in the right direction. We'll see how it ultimately, pans out for him. Because I don't know if we have any waterbenders with us. Is this literally just, team know-how? And making a thing happen with a dream and a prayer?
Who thought when we came to this city as refugees that I'd end up owning my own tea shop? Follow your passion, Zuko, and life will reward you.
I mean, being thankful is definitely one of those things. I'm thankful I even have a subscriber. The fact that we have, over 40 of y'all, that's crazy. That's way more than I expected. But also, at the same time, everyone has this dreams of grandeur where you're talking to, 100,000 people. But you need to remember your roots and, where you started from. Sometimes you're just an idiot talking into a mic, hoping somebody will listen. Who knows where it'll go?
I'm thankful because you decided to share this special day with me. It means more than you know.
Okay, their relationship is too wholesome. We still have a finale to go. Why do I not trust anything that's happening right now? Zuko, I don't want to be that guy, but this full 180 overnight, I feel like this is more of a 90 with a great face on it.
What are you ashamed of? What are your biggest disappointments in yourself?
I'm never gonna firebend again. I can't.
You will never find balance if you deny this part of your life. You are the Avatar, and therefore, You are a firebender.
Also, trying to deny something you've inherently been doing for thousands and thousands of years that is morally fine. Kind of crazy to do all of a sudden, just to be like, you know what? I know my legs work perfectly and I can walk just fine. But you know what? I'm just never going to walk again. That's basically what he's trying to say, and it's just as crazy. You have firebended since the dawn of time, and ideally, you'll pass it on to somebody down the line.
Maybe that's why it was so easy to beat the Kyoshi warriors and take their clothes.
How much longer do we have to serve the Earth King? If I have to clean up one more pile of bear poop, I'm gonna throw up.
Princess Azula promised we would go back to the Fire Nation as soon as we capture the Avatar.
And I love how the Dai Li, even in their repression, because their leader is gone, in their regression, still getting all the top secret information. Unless the girls are purposely planning this so they can plant that seed and just let things just kind of leak out as they may. The fact that the Dai Li would work with the Fire Nation or consider it would probably be the greatest abomination of all, considering the 100+ years of war they've been at with each other.
Good work, girls. I'm sure the Dai Li will deliver the message.
And it was a plan. Alright, so by outing ourselves as Fire Nation, we're going to gain their trust. If you have beef with someone for 100 years and insert that person who is your rival in life right then and there, and you've got beef with them since jump, why are you going to work with them all of a sudden? Just out of nowhere. It makes no sense, right?
Lay all your grief out in front of you.
That's an understandable grief. Your entire people being lost because you went away is a tough one to swallow for anybody, let alone being at the age he's at. Even though realistically we know, both as a viewer and someone who's, watched the show before, there's literally nothing he could have done. Where he was at in his life and where the Fire Nation was at were two different things. Fire Nation would have stopped him completely out of existence that day if he hadn't ran away.
But love is a form of energy, and it swirls all around us. The air nomad's love for you has not left this world. It is still inside of your heart and is reborn in the form of new love. Let the pain flow away.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Aang is killing it thus far, but where's the one where we're going to have to give up everything? Because that's, if I'm understanding the culture and remembering the culture specifically, there's a point in which you have to give up every earthly thing to achieve oneness in yourself. And that means everybody. Momo, Appa, Katara, the gang, everyone. You have to be completely flushed. That's a tough call for when we get there.
You must accept that you are the Avatar. Very good, Aang.
I mean, we're breezing through this, so where's the catch-22? I know we're doing a speed run right now, but I feel like there's going to be a hiccup.
Things you think are separate and different are actually one and the same.
Like the Four Nations.
Yes, we are all one people, but we live as if divided.
We're all connected.
Which is a funny concept. Like, if you just showed people this, like this one scene, and you're like, ta-da! You feel like the world would, like, watch this and be like, oh, yeah, okay, bet, all one people. Nope. Mm-mm. Nobody likes this one scene. They don't understand that. But, mazel tov, I guess, to that.
All the elements are one, four parts of the same whole. Even metal is just a part of Earth that has been purified and refined.
Ooh, are we going to get that moment? Are we going to get that moment? Ooh, I'm so ready.
What do you say, Momo? A cup of tea before we get back to the king?
Girl, you were given a top secret important scroll. Why are we dilly-dallying? Why are we on break? Teenagers. Given one job. I'm gonna go do this before that. No. Vice versa. You can have a nice, rewarding cup of tea at the end, once you've earned it.
Table for two, please.
Uncle, I need 2 jasmine, 1 green, and 1 lychee.
I'm brewing as fast as I can.
Okay, yep. The statistical odds of that happening are A, astronomical, but B, incredibly unlikely. And yet, Katara's gonna be like, we've been infiltrated, the Fire Nation's here, and she's probably gonna shout that to the rooftops. But not realize that, hey, the Kyoshi warriors right over there. Also Fire Nation. So you have 5 firebenders, and, well, okay, you got 3 firebenders, Mai and Ty Lee. Still 5 of the most dangerous people from the Fire Nation, but you get the drift. It's bad.
You will have complete control and awareness of all your actions.
Let's do this.
The thought chakra is located at the crown of the head. It deals with pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment.
Yeah, there it is. Earthly attachment. Crown of the forehead. Literally give up everything that you know, everything that you love, and everything that you care about in order for this cosmic level of power. Good freaking luck. This is a tough call.
Now, let all of those attachments go. Let them flow down the river, forgotten.
This is exactly what I was waiting for. If you are a parent, or if you can remember back to when you were 12, think of your favorite thing, or your kid's favorite thing. Tell them to give that thing up forever, or yourself to give it up forever, whatever it was. For me, it would have been video games at that time, I think. It's either video games or baseball, one of the two. And you're just giving this up for cosmic energy. Tell me how many people are honestly giving up their favorite thing. Probably none. I'm sure someone might say it for clout in the comment section, but realistically, you aren't. Not at 12. As an adult, there's probably a few more maybes, but I'm still probably team no. Just gonna be honest.
The Fire Nation has infiltrated the city. I just saw Prince Zuko and his uncle. We have to tell the Earth King right away.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be sure to let him know.
Is good information just landing in Azula's lap just from existing? She got everything she needed from the Dai Li because the king's just open. But now somehow Katara doesn't know what Suki looks like, because I'm not trying to be that person and be like, well, they're all wearing the garb, they're all wearing the makeup, blah, 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 blah. You understand the way she carries herself, the energy of which she has, and then the shape of which her figure conforms. And you should probably be able to be like, that's Suki, that's not Suki, and be able to figure out what's going on, because you were able to tell Suki apart from all the other Kyoshi warriors just last season. So now, when you're panicked, I don't understand why you can't just be like, wait a minute, that ain't Suki. That is not Suki, that is a problem.
So, Zuzu's in the city too.
And again, Ty Lee, one of the most dangerous women that's ever existed. She literally just went, bop, and then, other than hitting the mic, knocked out all of the powers of Katara. Just, there's the off switch. Here it is. Now we have to trust that Momo is going to be able to get this information out to somebody, I guess. Toph's in jail. Sokka's fighting a war, literally, and Aang is at war with himself. I think we're up the creek without a paddle. No, we're seeing some really, really cool stuff, and the animation team hit it out of the park here. But what I find interesting about all this is many avatars have had lovers. They've had husbands, wives, significantly important people to them. Ko literally stole the face of one of the Avatar's former lovers way back in the day. So it's like, we know that love definitely exists for the Avatars. Like, are we just saying some Avatars are weaker than others because they found love? Because that's a horrible concept where it's like, would you rather be in love and be less powerful and less capable of saving the world? Or would you rather be unable to find love, but be the most powerful person in existence? That's a tough call for just about anybody.
Let me go!
Katara's in danger. I have to go.
No, Aang. By choosing attachment, you have locked the chakra. If you leave now, you won't be able to go into the Avatar state at all.
Oh. I mean, the Avatar state still is kind of a mixed bag. We know Aang is stronger when he's in it, but also if he dies in it, the fate of the entire world is done forever. Which I don't even think the Fire Nation knows, because otherwise they'd just be like, force him to unlock it in a situation where he's trapped, and then off him right there, and then it's like, boom. Cycle's over. Fire Nation forever, baby. Not a good situation for Aang.
It's another one of her tricks.
There's a giant hole in the box. How is that a trick?
I was going to say the same thing, but you took it. How do you trick someone into believing a giant metal door has been ripped off his hinges and ripped open? This is not a trick. Toph, metal bender. The very first, the very best, and you're going to put some respect on that girl's name.
It's not. It's the real deal. I am the greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it.
Yeah. I fathomed to guess just how powerful this young woman got when she got older. I can't even fathom it. She's one of one. If you told me one person in the universe I had to fight, she is the least likely I'd want to. I'd rather fight Ozai than her. Or Iroh. Or even Aang, who is the frickin' Avatar. Toph, I want no beef.
You don't know how much this means to me, Dad. I'll make you proud, and I'll finally prove to you what a great warrior I am.
Sokka, you don't have to prove anything to me. I'm already proud of you. And I've always known you're a great warrior.
Really?
Why do you think I trusted you to look after our tribe when I left?
I mean, it was obvious from a parental perspective. It was like, I need to leave the strongest person I have behind to ensure that the survival of everyone we love and care about that we're actually fighting this war for. It's like, you don't leave, like, Johnny incompetent. Be like, great, cool, watch everyone I love, care about, and, sort of have a huge connection with, just, out of the blue here. We need the best. Sokka, you've always been trusted by your father. You just gotta believe in yourself a little bit more, but maybe a little bit less of the jokes. A little bit.
This can't be good news.
Well, that was a short family reunion, but I think both of them made the right decision. Sokka is still protecting his family, and so is his dad. They're both doing what they know is right, and I'm sure they miss each other dearly, but sometimes this is what you gotta do to make sure things work out for the best.
Princess Azula of the Fire Nation.
What do you want?
I want to make a deal. It's time that I regain control of Ba Sing Se. And you have something I need.
Oh?
The Earth King's trust.
Why should I help you?
Because I can get you the Avatar.
I'm listening.
Oh, phooey. His aspirations are for revenge, It's no longer about nationalism or country pride or protecting the people. It's just about, hey, the Avatar screwed me out of the power I felt I deserved and earned. And now I'm going to really stick it to this kid for ruining my life, even though I didn't really lose anything. I'm just sitting in a cell. So it's like I have less work to do. Doesn't that sound nice for a little bit? Maybe focus on yourself, do some P90X in there. I don't know. Focus on yourself. Don't force yourself back into revenge immediately, but selling your soul to the devil is apparently what he's into.
I can't believe it.
What is it, Uncle?
Great news. We've been invited to serve tea to the Earth King.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you've activated their trap card. They're inviting you in, and, well, if you ever played Baldur's Gate 3, this feels a lot like the first time you meet Raphael, and you're at his table, and he's about to offer you the deal of a lifetime. But there's always a catch when you do a deal with the devil. This time you just don't know you're going into his house. That's Zuko and Iroh right now. That was episode 19 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Aang got thrown emotionally into a blender and has decided that the Avatar state is worth less than the people he cares about. Which personally I think is the right thing for him, but at the same time, it's hard to say if it's right for the world. But that's his life in a nutshell. You literally have to balance yourself and what you want versus what the weight of the world wants. What's good for one isn't always necessarily good for all. But what I can say is not good for all is the fact that the Dai Li and Azula are now besties. Iroh and Zuko are about to be thrown into a trap where Katara is already being held. And now we have to kind of figure out how we're going to not only rescue them, but continue to rescue ourselves as the situation gets worse and worse with each and every episode because, well, the writers are cooking. They are cooking. And it's been fantastic. And as always, be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy the video and consider subscribing. I am the Sarcastic Geek, and I'll see you in the next one.